Alright, we're back. Alright, we're back. Alright, there we go. So, let's try this again, shall we? Glad the music's on. I didn't put any music on. I mean, the sound is on. Glad I didn't put any music on because I was like, why? We just kind of just continue right where we left off. Which is, Lynette has figured out what's going on. We're in trouble because now all the siblings are involved in this situation. So.
Well, I guess we're all in this together then. After we talk to Clairvy,
what's up, Sora?
figure out our next move. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Oh boy. Wait till your father gets home. You know it's a little annoying?
I'm full. Thank you for bringing me this food, you guys.
So this is a ghost that can eat. I'm a little annoyed because we already know she's dead. And I'm annoyed because we would not have known that if they did not put the animation out as early as they did. That kind of takes some of the... it takes a little bit away from the story, in my opinion. Right? Because we could have been guessing, like, oh, where's she's from? What's she doing here? Clairvy? Who's Clairvy? But we kind of know, oh, it's Clairvy. She's the girl who died. Like, in the animation from before. It's kind of that's a little annoying. It's kind of like being spoiled by the company a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm a little... That kind of sucks. Because it's like... any type of, like, inference on, like, trying to guess where the story's going is kind of ruined by that.
She said she's full, but the food doesn't look like it's even been touched.
She can't actually eat.
That's right.
Yeah, the mystique, exactly.
Based on what I've been able to observe, it doesn't seem like Clairvy can interact with the physical world at all. Still, when she's presented with food, she'll always linger around it for a good little while. Maybe, in her mind, she really is eating those things.
Does she know that she has already passed away?
I've tried to ask her, but she didn't answer. My guess is that she's just as confused as we are. Or... maybe she couldn't understand the question at all.
Claire, if you've got some time, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, man. Why are you still here?
Sure. Oh, another new friend. Hi, I'm Clairvy.
Hello.
Clairvy, how did you join the House of the Hearth?
Yeah, man. Let me turn this down a little bit.
Huh? Isn't it the same for everybody? The knave brings you here and then you can't leave.
It's just that your name, it's not on the roster. And I've never seen you before.
The roster? Oh, I get it now. I think there might be some things you don't know about this place. The people in charge, they're not as nice as they look. They say they keep a roster, but it's not complete. There are a lot of people who aren't on it, and never will be.
Oof.
In this house, some people are family, and other people are just test subjects. Those kinds of people aren't ever going to get a place on the roster. Unless it's the roster of people who've been executed.
Oof.
Wait, does that mean the knave... she...
Is there anyone that can vouch for you?
Perry. She's my best friend. She's the only one I trust in this place.
But Perry's probably also dead.
Have either of you heard of that name before?
No.
Me neither.
Clairvy, Perry. Neither of those names are on the roster, but it seems like she's telling the truth. Either that, or this kid's already got a bag of tricks bigger than mine. Maybe we should try a different approach. Clairvy, do you have a wish?
A wish?
It can be anything you want. Just imagine. It's your birthday, you're blowing out the candles, and your wish is...
Uh-oh.
To go outside.
That's it?
Where the sun can find me.
That's it? Well, that sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
Darkness in the house runs deeper than you can.
Oh, so this is not literal. This is not literal. She's oh boy. Okay, that makes things different. Yeah, things can't be this simple, man.
Time to divide and conquer. Listen up.
All right.
I've got a plan.
Yeah, and I bet you that plan's gonna fail massively.
I'll try and find a way to use basic illusory magic to take Clairvy outside and bring her somewhere with sunlight. Lynette, try and find the list of executions that Clairvy was talking about, and see if her name is on it. Fremine, you stay in Poisson. We can't be the only ones who've had run-ins with Clairvy. I need you to collect intel on everything she's said and done.
Understood.
I'll try my best.
What about us? What should we do?
I really appreciate your willingness to help, but this is a family matter. I don't want to drag you in too deep. It's too risky. Let me think. Since Father considers you to be guests, maybe you could stick by her side for a little while. You don't need to do anything except keep up some nice, casual conversation.
Yeah, she's gonna figure out something's wrong if we do that, dude. Oh, that is the worst part of the plan. Are you serious? What is it with miHoYo and family cults now? Wait, what is there another family cult I don't know about? Like what?
Ah, Paimon gets it. You want us to distract her.
Yeah, how should we contact you?
I'll give you a magic bird. If Father suspects something, all you need to do is release it when she's not looking.
That bird is
and it'll alert
dead.
you that something's wrong.
That bird is gonna die.
Of course, that's only as a last resort. If Father doesn't seem to notice us, there's no need to make contact.
Come on, is Lynette did Lynette notice?
Done.
There's no way Arlecchino didn't notice. Duke Inferno, I guess it counts. Yeah, I guess. Well, we'll never really know how much of a family they were, because they're fucking dead. Just want to point that out.
Worst case scenario happens and we're discovered. Just tell Father everything. We're not going to let our guests get punished for our own actions. That's where we draw the line. You too.
All right. I want that food over there. What is that?
This is where we part. Father should be at the beach nearby. I really hope this goes well. No, it has to go well. That's the only way this can get resolved.
Yep. Right, let's find... Wait, Look for the knave. Alright, so before we go outside and talk to the knave, someone mentioned something to me about someone I should go fight, right? Let me see. Go to the southeast side of the map in Sea of Bygone Eras. See, where is Sea of Bygone Eras? That is wrong. It's over here? Southeast side of the map. Okay. There are 2 waypoints. The top of the 2 is inside of the cave. Or is it this one? Okay. Where's where you'll find it? Gotcha. Has to go well. Mission fail. We'll get him next time. miHoYo, cope, seethe, mauled. What the heck? Alright, let's do it! Oh boy. This guy? I have not beaten him yet. Okay. What team should we use for this, chat? What team should we use for this? I don't think we can freeze him. Is it safe to say we should keep distance? Let's try this team. All right, let's go.
Adventure time.
All right. So you guys are saying this guy's gonna be crazy. Let's find out.
strike.
Commit it to memory.
I always bounce back. Just watch me. Let's light it up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
No touching.
Oh, he can be frozen.
Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
I'm going in.
As one with wind and cloud, one with nature.
Grow. Make yourselves a home. No touching.
Ow!
Lapis.
What? Ah!
Sorry.
Adventure time.
This might hurt a little.
All right.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Born of ice and frost.
All right. Ow. Oh, almost got me.
Hey,
Oh,
access denied.
is that water? Whatever that aura is around him? It is water. All right, turned it off, it looks like.
Everybody stand back.
Wind strike.
Grow. The Temple of Wisdom.
As one with wind and cloud.
Come on. All hail. Born of ice and frost.
Yo, let's go! I didn't know it froze him.
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now
I mean,
and
it did kill Ganyu, but Ganyu, to be fair, has like no health. All right, so we did it. Oh, and look, there's something up here. Might as well grab that. There we go. Yeah, I know, guys. I'm amazing. I know. You don't have to say anything. Get some energy back. Alright, cool. Alright. Is there any other areas I should know about? Or are we just gonna go talk to Daddy again? And just pray that she doesn't realize what we're doing. So that water field is really dumb when you try to kill him with Arlecchino because it drains HP and energy at a really fast rate. I just used Overload Team to beat him while using Fischl to clear the shield. Okay. So I didn't know that was a water aura until I hit him and I was like, why is he freezing? Did he hit some water? So that definitely, I did not know that. Just FYI, chat. I really did not know that. But something told me to want to keep away from him, and to keep my distance. Cause you know you made it sound like he was like kind of OD, so I wanted to be safe. So I wanted to pick Ganyu to stay away from him. Child's Day too? Oh boy. Okay, what's going on, dude? What's up?
It's the knave. And child. Hey, aren't you supposed to be in Snezhnaya recuperating? What are you still doing in Fontaine?
Oh, it's you two. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, he's still in pain.
I was unconscious for quite a while after the fight in the Primordial Sea. After I woke up, I realized I was being taken back to Snezhnaya, and well, I couldn't have that now, could I? Not when I've still got unfinished business here in Fontaine. So, I mustered up all my strength and made the journey back on my own.
Wait, do you have your vision at least?
What sort of unfinished business are we talking here?
It has to do with Skirk, my master. I really wanted to meet up with her, but by the time I got back, she had already left.
Oh, he has his vision back. Okay.
I still have so many questions for her. Without any other leads, all I could do was ask the knave to help me track her down. She must have left behind some traces from her time in Fontaine.
Oh, okay, so have you found any clues?
Unfortunately, no. While the House of the Hearth is adept at collecting all manner of intelligence, certain existences can still manage to escape our purview.
Basically, unless Master feels there's a need to meet with me, she's not going to be found. But that problem has an easy fix. I just need to become stronger, and then...
Paimon thinks you should focus on getting better first.
The worst of it is over.
Neuvillette kicked his ass so bad. Well, it's not just that. It was a whole bunch of other stuff that happened, too.
It's all thanks to that one kid from the House of the Hearth. Elwar, I think her name was. She gave me a bunch of random potions to drink. They didn't go down easy, let me tell you. Pain and chills all over.
Wait, the child?
But they really did help speed up my recovery.
The child that we're afraid of?
And that's good, because it looks like I really do have to head back this time. The old man's been putting the pressure on me. He sent someone to tell me I'm needed for some sort of project.
Project Stuja?
Yeah, that's the one. I heard Regrader's involved too. I'm not looking forward to having to listen to all his monologuing, that's for sure.
Didn't he have to play with the whale for a while? I think it was for a long
Me
while.
to stay in Fontaine for a little longer. Helping Linny and the others brush up on their fighting skills would be far more interesting. If you and I could spar, that would be even better. I've been waiting for a chance to see you go all out.
And what a sweet little daydream that is. But I also have a role to play in all this. I'll be leaving Fontaine shortly as well. Besides, considering how little they see fit to step outside the homeland, being called on to return to Snezhnaya by such illustrious dignitaries, what a great honor. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't think she thinks that. You can tell by the tone of her voice, she thinks this is some bullshit. Oh my goodness gracious.
One I could do without, I'd say.
Yeah, he caught that. He caught it.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it kind of seem like they're...
Just casually trash talking their colleagues behind their backs. I love this expression from the Traveler. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep this one. Someone on Twitter's gonna make me do this to them. Someone on Twitter's gonna deserve that expression.
So, dear guests of the House of the Hearth, to what do I owe the visit?
Well, we just... Right! We're super close to Linny and the others.
Oh god!
So,
Oh god!
introductions have already been made, have they not?
Oh lord! I just accidentally skipped, but Paimon definitely is about to fuck everything up.
Well, you see? There's only so much you can learn about someone from a short introduction. At least tell us something a little extra, like... Why do you call yourself father?
Huh, good question. I'd also like to know.
The fact that you have to ask tells me our intelligence work has been quite successful. Telling you the answer to that question would only serve to undermine that success. And we can't have that, now can we?
Oh.
Spoken like a true diplomat. That was some expert sidestepping right there.
Scrooge.
Well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll take my leave. I still have a small matter to resolve at home.
Wait, don't go!
If the knave leaves right now, she's sure to run into Linny and Clairvy. Oh boy. Should I release the bird Linny gave us? No, we should try to try talking to her before. About the House of the Hearth. What does the organization mean to you?
I'd also like to hear the answer to this. I've met some of the members of your organization, and they all seemed like really good kids. They actually reminded me of Tonya and Tusser. Which, by the way, if you ever betray them, I'm just letting you know, I won't let you off easy.
And why would I betray them?
Well, you've already betrayed the House of the Hearth once, haven't you? At least,
What?
that's what I heard.
What? What?
Okay, I admit. That's just what the old man told me. The rooster, I mean.
Wait, the knave betrayed the House of the Hearth? So does that mean that what Claire V said was true? Does the knave really treat her children like test subjects?
Wait, did you really do something bad to those kids?
Never mind what I've done. I'm more curious as to what the mighty rooster had to say. Care to enlighten me?
Ah, well, nothing much. Just some stuff about you taking out many other members of the House of the Hearth, and even going so far to attack your own family.
What the heck?
I see.
Oh, based on your reaction, I'm guessing it's all a bunch of lies.
Oh, I don't know. The way he said that, it sounded like he's actually saying, so I'm right on the money.
Hardly. I don't appreciate his particular turns of phrase, but I suppose he didn't say anything untrue.
What? She just straight up said it?
Although, it would be more accurate to say that there is a certain level of prejudice involved, but I don't intend to clear that up just yet. Prejudice has a funny way of concealing the real truth behind certain things, an attribute that I find to be quite advantageous. Call yourself a Fontanian, for example, and people will assume all sorts of things, when the real truth is that this is simply the land where I was raised.
Oh, yeah? Didn't he play? Yeah, oh, yeah. Child did play with the whale for a while. Yeah, he did.
Huh? You're not actually from Fontaine? But then why did you try to help out with the prophecy and everything?
I was trying to protect the children born in Fontaine. Claiming that I myself was a Fontanian simply made it easier to operate. People would hardly suspect a fellow Fontanian of having any ulterior motives.
Yeah, that easy?
Who wouldn't want to save their homeland, after all? The primordial sea wouldn't have any effect on me, but it would have caused great harm to the House of the Hearth. Well, you wanted extra information, didn't you? There you go. I hope that satisfied your curiosity.
Dang, I hate the way she's talking. She's like, I answered their questions, but there's gotta be something more than this. And she's looking at Paimon for reactions, too. So much for learning anything else about her betrayal. She probably only revealed the other secret in order to change the subject. It seems like she's trying to avoid talking about her past.
So, you stayed in Fontaine for the kids. I guess I was wrong to believe you'd betray them. Apologies. Looks like I was holding on to some prejudices myself.
Good. Like I said, I like it when others have misconceptions of me.
Actually, while I was recuperating at the House of the Hearth, there was something else that really caught my attention. I heard that members always resolve disputes and arguments with a friendly spar, and the loser has to back down. Seems pretty cool if you ask me. Would also give them plenty of opportunities to hone their skills.
Well, that's only a recent development. In the past, such spars weren't nearly so friendly. The losing party would lose everything, including their life.
Oh, so she changed that.
They were that high stakes? Whew, at least that's not a thing anymore.
Well, the current atmosphere's not half bad. I'm a bit jealous, actually. You've got so many family members around you, and you even get to live with them.
Having a lot of family around means dealing with a considerable amount of bickering and scheming. Once Tonya and Tusar enter their rebellious phase, I'm sure you'll understand.
I feel like now that we're talking about the kid, she's more open. She's more open to talk. Like this is, I'm feeling a little bit more mother in her right now, even though she's generally keeping the same tone of voice.
Just imagine. Tusar becomes obsessed with plucking out strands from the rooster's mustache, or Tonya decides to dye her hair 42 different colors.
Or wants to go on a date with some guy you don't know.
Okay. I get the picture.
Or some person. I don't know. As the conversation shifts to the topic of Tonya and Tusar, her child begins to share. Okay, it's a type of okay. Yeah.
Well, would you look at the time? I should probably get going. Traveler, Paimon, I'm not sure where our paths will cross next, but the next time we run into each other, We should definitely try and find some time to spar.
Again, maybe this is a conversation we can have when you look less like you're gonna keel over.
Alright, alright. Well, thanks for everything, Arlecchino.
No thanks necessary. You also played a part in obtaining the Gnosis. I would say we can call ourselves even.
Sucks so long the thunder and lightning went away, true.
I like the sound of that. Well, I'm off. See you all some other time.
We should probably get going too. Do you want to head back with us?
Oh? You want me to leave so soon?
Huh?
Oh, well, you see,
I'm rather enjoying the evening breeze. If you don't mind, I think I'll stick around for a bit. I have some things to think about. Apologies for not attending to you like a proper host. Please forgive this slight. I do hope you'll have a pleasant stay.
Yeah. This doesn't feel good at all. I bet you as soon as we turn around, she's gonna be gone.
to keep her distracted until night.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up, Paimon!
Was there to keep the conversation going. You don't think she suspected anything, do you?
I think mostly your fault.
Oh, I wonder if Liddy ran into any issues. Let's hurry
Honestly, if she found out anything... If she found anything, it's definitely Paimon's fault. Can we just all agree on that? 1000% Paimon's fault. Let me go up here. Cause like seriously, Paimon was like, I was so pissed off, chat, just listening to Paimon talk. I tell you now, I'm not even joking. I was getting pissed off. It's like anyone would know something's up the way Paimon was talking. Anybody. Like, and I'm stupid. I knew Paimon was lying. What's this? Wait, am I going the wrong place? Oh, I'm an idiot. See, I told you, I'm a dum-dum.
Lenny, how did everything go?
Well, long story short, we ran into a small issue. Clairvy can't go into the sunlight.
What do you mean? She's a vampire?
Everything was fine at first. She followed me up to the surface just like I told her. But as I led her out of the shadows and into the sunlight, she vanished. I turned around and there she was, standing at the edge of the shadows, silently watching me.
The heck?
Huh. Maybe she's afraid of sunlight, or... No, it wouldn't be her wish if that were the case. Well, we could always try pushing her into it.
I'm not sure pushing works on a ghost, Paimon!
Oh, true.
Jesus Christ.
I've pretty much tried it all already. Nothing worked. Eventually, the sun went down, so all I could do was bring her back here.
Raiden got bored hearing about child siblings? What do you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. Silly.
How did it go with you, Lynette?
Good. I've got the list. It's right here.
Really? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's take a look. Oh, that's a lot of pages. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get through it all.
Father did nothing wrong. Get out of here, Czar. We don't need to hear that. Get that Gwoba out of here, bro.
We can each take a section. Here.
La Pouillade, l'endroit,
So your response is to post a more evil-looking Guoba. Okay, gotcha. Horror. Landuis. Lapuyati. And GM Bell. Alright, cool. Perfect. First try.
That guy has a huge scar on his face. He's kind of giving Paimon on the creeps.
Ah, I've met him before. The scar is from an injury he received during a mission. I still remember him joking with me about it. He said any future lover would take one look at him and then lose all interest.
Did he say anything else?
Well, I asked if there was someone he was interested in. He said no, and that's where our conversation ended. It was only later that I learned he really did have someone he liked. He risked everything to escape so he could be with her, but it didn't work. One day, Father asked to see him, and, well, I never saw him again after that.
Yikes, they know what happened. He did.
So that means the knave, she...
It may seem cruel, but it's just one of the rules of the house. Betrayal is not to be taken lightly. We know too many secrets to come and go as we please. So, if you do try to leave, you pay with your life.
Yikes.
Her name's not here, huh? Well, that's not too surprising. It doesn't seem like this list is complete. It only contains records dating back around 5 years. Let's shift our attention then. Fremine, were you able to find anything out? Fremine.
Sorry. I was thinking about something. I managed to talk to quite a few people, but I couldn't help but notice that the atmosphere in the house was a little... strange.
Strange.
Yeah, I mean, I know there have been arguments in the past, times when people haven't gotten along. Chaplot and Filial are a good example of that.
Oh, those are two of the people that we met while delivering supplies. Paimon can see how they might not get along. They had very different vibes, and their, interests seem to be pretty different as well.
That's to be expected, actually. Father brought us all here, shared her knowledge with us, taught us how to fight. That's one thing we all share. But that's also where the similarities end. Not all of us feel the same desire to stay here. As members of the House of the Hearth, we're also considered part of the Fatui. And to a lot of people, that's an identity they never asked for. Certain members get older and realize they want something else for themselves. But considering the rules of the house, most people would never say that out loud. People like Chaplot and Foltz are loyal to Father and her vision. They're proud to be part of the Fatui. Filial and Nantoy, on the other hand, well, they aren't quite as enthusiastic.
These kinds of conflicts have always been there. It's not like Father is in the dark about any of this.
Well, that's true. But it just feels like things have gotten worse lately. Filial and
Oh
others,
no.
it seemed like they were meeting in secret to talk about something.
Uh-oh. Time to put in that, time to hit the old dusty trail. Oh, there goes that child. About to tell. You about to tell, get him.
I can't say for sure, but I think they've met Clairvy.
You think she's been inciting them to act out?
No, not exactly. But I wouldn't be surprised if she said something to them about the darkness in the house and how deep it runs. She's told me about it before. Experiments being run on children. People being used as pawns on the battlefield without so much as the strength to survive.
Wait, who's... Oh. 1 second, guys. There we go.
They just believed all that? Without any evidence?
Clairvy's words probably gave them the excuse they were looking for. Whether they actually believe them to be true is secondary.
This is all because of Project Stuja, isn't it?
Whoa. Hold on a second. What's this Project Stuja all about, huh? This is the second time it's come up now.
Sorry, but I'm not sure of the details either. I only know what Father has told us, which is that it's something the Rooster and Regrator have been working on together. Apparently, it has to do with the Fatui's strategic plan for the future. Because the House of the Hearth was so successful in obtaining the Gnosis, we now have the honor of playing a key role in Project Stuja.
Wait, but...
The way he said that, the way he said it doesn't sound like a good thing.
Key role is just another way of saying dangerous role. To us, the whole thing is an inconvenience. Father thinks so too, but she's in no position to refuse. Their plan isn't exactly unreasonable, and they've been funneling the house a lot of funding. It's just that we'll lose a lot of members in the process.
Jesus Christ.
Participating in the plan, it's an honor in name only. What they're really trying to do is subdue us. The existence of an intelligence organization outside their control makes them feel uneasy.
Looks like the Fatui are plotting something big. But given how little Linny and the others seem to know about it, I probably won't be able to learn much. I have the feeling Arlecchino might be mulling something over, too. I should keep an eye out during my future dealings with the Fatui to see what I can learn.
Okay, super complicated top-secret Fatui business aside, what does all of this have to do with the conflicts you were talking about earlier? Paimon doesn't get the connection.
External pressure has a way of exacerbating internal strife. You can't overlook the power of fear either. People are afraid of dying, and that fear is often the impetus for a lot of stupid decisions. I thought resolving the Clervy situation would make everything go back to normal, but it looks like things are more complicated than I thought. If we leave Filial and the others to their own devices, sooner or later, Father will be forced to take action.
We can only focus on one situation at a time, brother.
You're right. Even if we confront Filial and the others, it won't do any good. It might even make matters worse. We should focus on Clervy for now. Well, it's getting late. We should head back and get some rest. We'll try again first thing tomorrow. Lynette, you stick with me this time. Fremine, keep a close eye on Filial and the others. Make sure they don't do anything they'll regret. Good work today, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay,
Oh, Paimon was looking forward to an early night, but she can't sleep at all. Hey, you don't think the Knave will be...
Shut up, Paimon! Do not speak this out loud!
This, do you?
Jesus Christ.
Scary when she smiles.
I swear to God, I really wish we could stop stalking. I've never... I can't even talk.
You have to protect Paimon if that happens, okay, Traveler?
I never wanted Paimon to stop talking so much in my entire life. The Knave could literally be anywhere listening in.
Trust is effort, Traveler.
Uh-oh.
Look over there. Quick, let's catch up with her before anyone sees.
Alright, well. Am I the only one, chat, who feels the same way about Paimon right now? Every time she talks, I feel like the secret's gonna spill out.
Over there.
Hey! What the heck? She is a ghost. It's just that regular NPCs were doing that before, so I just kind of thought, you know, that's what they all do.
Oh, where is she going? Oh, if someone sees her, we're toast.
Bro, cut it out. Where's he go? Wait, it's nighttime. I guess you're coming out. I get.
Oh, look. She stopped. Clearby? Shh. I opened the window while no one was looking. Look how pretty the outside is.
There's nothing here.
If only I could have more than this. You probably think I'm being silly, huh? All this hopeless resisting. It's better to dream of what I could have than try to make it a reality, right?
Please, help us get on the same page here, Clary. We need you to tell us what you know. Can you do that?
Sure. Although, after you hear all this, I think you might regret that decision. Everyone in this family is nothing more than a tool. Something to be used and exploited. We're all expendable. Including me. As long as you're useful, you get to stick around. Lose your value. You're handed over to the doctor, experimented on, and given a fate worse than death. I've seen it happen again and again, and I've had enough.
You're saying the knave did all that? It's just, that doesn't seem like something she would do. She's scary and all, but it seems like even she has lines she wouldn't cross.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. Everyone thinks she's a good person. They all think of her like a real mother.
Mother?
Are you talking about the same person? The same knave?
She doesn't deserve that title.
Wait, mother?
She's disgraced it and tarnished
She's talking about someone else.
And if I had things my way, I'd never see her again. If only Perry were here, she'd understand.
Arlecchino calls herself father of the House of the Hearth. She said mother, so this must be talking about that the other girl from before in animation. Again, spoiled.
Where's that name again? Also, Paimon's getting a strange feeling. It almost feels like she's not really here with us.
Yeah, like she's recording memories.
I can't tell if she's actually talking to us or if she's mistaken us for someone else.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. I felt like she was like just repeating lines from a recording too.
Well, in any case, it seems like she really needs someone to talk to. We should keep her company for a little longer. She looks so young. But it seems like she's been through a lot.
It's getting windy. I should close the window. Ooh, look at the moon. Isn't it pretty? Hey, wanna hear a secret? I heard that if you look up at the night sky in Snezhnaya, you can see the aurora. It's supposed to be super pretty. Even prettier than the moon tonight. Perry and I promised each other that once we're older,
Wait, Perry?
we'll see it together.
Is that short for Perrier? Is that just a nickname for Perrier? Good Lord have mercy, it's young Arlecchino. Okay, gotcha. Just realized that. I'm so dumb.
But I can't find her. I'm worried she's also been... No, that wouldn't happen to her. She's special. Mother likes her a lot. I should really go talk to Mother, but we just fought. She doesn't want to see me, and I'm too scared to face her. What should I do?
Yikes.
Paimon really doesn't understand what's going on with her. Well, let's head back. We've got an early morning tomorrow.
All right, looks like we're all here. Let's go ahead with the plan.
Question.
Oh? What is it?
Have the knave and the doctor ever worked together?
What makes you ask that?
Well, we kinda ran into Clairvy last night, and that's what she told us. We met the doctor back in Sumeru. He's super dangerous, and he's done all sorts of bad things.
It's possible that Father and the Doctor have had certain dealings, but I don't think Father would work with him. We're not really on the same side, so there's not a lot of trust between them. That doesn't exactly set the stage for a successful partnership. I did hear, though, that when Father first became a Harbinger, the Doctor offered to work with the House of the Hearth. Father rejected most of his proposals, except for one. It had to do with some sort of secret experiment.
Secret experiment? Could that be what Clairvy was talking about?
I don't think so.
I don't know any details about the experiment itself, but I do know it's an entirely independent operation. The doctor only proposed a direction for the research. That was the extent of his involvement. I still don't think that counts as working together. The details of the experiment are confidential, but complete records are kept on all participants. That doesn't seem to be the case with the situation Clairvy referred to. I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Alright, that's good to hear at least. Clairvy seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Clairvy is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Fremine, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. All right, let's get to it.
Man, I don't think she's actually there. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't be surprised if she is nowhere to be found.
Take it easy.
She actually is there. What's she doing there, man?
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions? Although I must profess to being curious. Without Child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Oh!
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere? Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So you know everything then.
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups. But nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
God fucking damn it. It's Paimon's fault!
Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Uh-oh.
What should we do? She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now. Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
We don't have any other options.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Lynn and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Good gracious. Follow the knave to the court of Fontaine. Oh, all the way over there?
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait.
Paimon, the walking loudmouth versus was essentially a pyrokinetic KGB agent. Bro! That That's true, man. And she'd long been Captain Moose and Squirrel too, man. It's over.
I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well.
Uh-oh.
It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh. Are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Shut up, Paimon.
Any organization in which feeling principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most.
Now we need Paimon in a squirrel outfit. Yeah, oh Lord, that'd be perfect.
I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
What? There's really no other way to solve the issue.
I would imagine Lenny, Lynette, and Fremine will be able to keep their lives. As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna kill them.
If Lenny and the others managed to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their
Oh no! You know about her?
In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove. If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
We'll hold you to it.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you.
Oh, fuck!
Keep better track of it next time.
No! Oh no! There's no way they're gonna be able to know! God fucking damn it! What she basically said right there is don't even try to warn them. Don't even do it. Bitch, I said what I said. Oh no!
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat.
Oh, God damn it, man. Man, she knew without even Paimon opening her damn mouth, man.
I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Lenny what you've learned. Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
God damn it, dude. They are fucked. Oh no. They are absolutely fucked, bro. Oh look, it's the is this broken ass guy?
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
Father says she's giving us time before she gets the belt. True.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect. Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you've brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go.
What if she's working with them behind the scenes to protect the children?
It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
And got some good old tea there, man. That's a big ass cup.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy. A family
Water
is like
tasting?
a large body of water
You mean
with
tea, right?
countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind.
She's trying to protect them. She's trying to find a way for them to escape. No, never let taste water. Shut up.
Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Did you get any of that, Trevor?
Yep.
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary, I will no longer carry out any special missions within Fontaine.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
Tartuffe? Ah, that thief who embezzled funds from all those charities, you mean? My deepest condolences to his family, but without any evidence, I cannot imagine how the House of the Hearth might have been involved in his passing.
Oh, she dealt with that specifically.
Of course, if you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I'm sure certain measures could be taken to reduce the frequency of such troubles.
You choose your words carefully indeed. In that case, I'm inclined to accept your proposal.
My thanks for your generosity, Monsieur Neuvillette. Well, with that settled, we should be going now. I took the liberty of bringing along 2 bottles of spring water from Snezhnaya for you to enjoy. I do hope I get the chance to hear your impressions. Perhaps at our next meeting, yes?
Indeed. I trust you would not overlook your commitment in the meantime.
All right, Traveler Paimon. Time to go.
Woo! Yeah, but Monsieur Neuvillette, if those assassinations stop happening, it means that degenerates will stop being stepped on. We can't have that. Leave my chat immediately. Leave it. You don't belong here. This is the wrong chat for that. Alright? I feel like that belongs in someone else's chat. We are a Christian streamer. How many times I gotta say that? Alright. Relax, calm down. Nope, you did nothing wrong. I don't want to hear it.
What exactly were you talking about back there? Paimon only heard you mention some rivers, a large body of
That's
water,
because, Paimon, you're stupid, okay?
You really want to know? I would imagine there might be more pressing concerns at the moment.
Pretty much, yep.
Winnie, Paimon really hopes everything's going okay.
Do not bring Jesus into this conversation. Please, this is the last place to do that right now. Jesus Christ.
I'm a recognized
Great,
level.
now never mind.
You got your ticket cap on, don't you, traveler?
The knave may seem relaxed, but she didn't seem to be joking earlier when she said those who betray the organization must pay with their lives. I think she's serious about punishing those kids. How should we stop her? No, there's something else we should try to figure out first. Not in that manner, Jam. Shut up. How dare you try to twist my words? Come on. While we were talking in front of the Palais Mermonium, she mentioned Clervy's name. Does that mean she knew where Clervy was this entire time? Maybe she even anticipated how Linny and the others were going to act.
Oh, shoot. Are you alright?
I thought this was a white Christian stream? Bro,
Oh,
I am black!
I was so focused on selling these papers, I wasn't looking where I was going. Well, let me make it up to you at least. Here, take this paper. On the house.
It's on the house, chat. He looks kind of similar for some reason. No shit.
Oh, you don't have to give us anything.
Please, I want to. It's not like I'm short on supply. It's my fault, really. I was just trying to bring home some extra mora for the family, but I bit off more than I can chew. I haven't had many takers today, so I'm still swimming in papers.
What's going on here?
Nothing much. I just ran into your friend here on accident. I should probably get going, actually, so...
Yeah.
Hold on.
Of course, I'm happy to compensate you with mora, it's just... I don't have any on me at the moment.
I'll take 3 papers. Here. Your payment.
Oh! Thank you for your patronage. May the Archons bless you with good fortune.
Wait a minute. Why is she pretending she don't know him? This isn't the first time she's done this. Oh my god! That's the guy that Liddy said he never saw again. Oh, I see. Okay. Alright, what a nice lady. She saved them from a fate worse than death. And she's using Fontaine as a way to hide them. He knows who she is. She knows who he is. She's pretending to keep the act up and make sure his identity isn't, you know, exposed.
If only I had the chance to run into such generous customers every day. I should probably just take on a smaller inventory though, right? I'm getting married soon, so sometimes it's hard to not get ahead of myself.
He's letting her know how things have been going. He's letting her know how things have been going. Gotcha.
Well, now that my affairs are settled, we should take the boat back to Poisson. We've even acquired some light reading to enjoy along the way.
Actually, why don't we stick around for a little longer? Paimon just realized how hungry she is. She can't head back to Poisson on an empty stomach.
Looks like Paimon's trying to buy more time. If we head back now, I doubt any others will have made any progress. What should we do?
It appears you two are under the impression that delaying our return will somehow alter the situation in your favor. I'm sorry to ruin your fantasy, but your efforts are meaningless. That being said, I could be persuaded to give Linny some extra time. I just have one condition.
Oh, Lord, what is this?
If you agree to my request, I'll even answer some of your questions. You're quite curious about Clervy, are you not? And my relationship to her.
Wait, why are you being so
Oh,
generous
boy.
all of a sudden? You're not gonna ask us to do something bad, are you?
You overestimate yourself. You don't have the talent for bad things.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know, man. Give me some time.
Then what do you possibly...
The most important consideration in a negotiation is that both sides receive something they want. Demands and threats only get you so far. Wonderful. Here it is. When the time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation, and lend your help to the House of the Hearth.
Okay. Sounds normal enough. But what do you mean, when the time comes? When is that supposed to be?
That is for you to decide. Then we have a deal. Follow me.
Help the House of the Hearth, huh? Pretty sure she just asked us to help the kids. When the time is right. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Well. I suppose this is happening now. How does she know about all this shit, man?
Take it easy.
So you go this way. My bad. Go this way. Oh boy. Here we go. Quit asking stupid questions about father, Goldbusters. Pretty much. Paimon, man.
Somewhere long forgotten by everyone. It used to be a grand building. Now it's nothing more than a pile of rubble. No one comes here anymore, nor does anyone care about what once happened here. Although, this place does have something to do with the story I'm about to tell you. It was before I became a harbinger, and before Lyney and the others joined the House of the Hearth. Due to certain events, I first killed Clairvy and then her mother. And this is where it all happened.
You were the one that killed Clairvy?
Why?
Patience now. Allow me to explain Clairvy's side of the story first. I'll start from the beginning. Clairvy was 6 years old when she was brought by her mother, Kirishima, to live in the House of the Hearth. From the outside, it seemed like a fairy tale. A thriving family made up of kind adults and friendly children. Kirishima was the knave at that time, and the House of the Hearth was under her control. She was Clairvy's mother by blood, but she was also the mother to all the children in the house. Clairvy was happy here, for a time. But she quickly realized that being part of this family wasn't a fairy tale at all. It was a kind of purgatory.
Purgatory?
Exactly. The House of the Hearth takes in war orphans from all over Teyvat. But as for how to raise them, that depends entirely on the person in charge. Kirishima came up with a novel idea. She would teach the children to fight, force them to duel each other, and then crown as the king of the house the child who proved themselves most worthy of inheriting her title. It's difficult to estimate the number of children who died or were maimed in the process. There's little I can say about the ones who died. The ones that emerged with permanent injuries, on the other hand, well, they still served a purpose. They would be handed over to the doctor to be experimented on, or sent away on dangerous missions. Nothing more than tools to be used and then discarded.
So those were the experiments Clairvy was talking about. But what actually happened to her? You said that Clairvy was Kirishina's daughter, so if Clairvy tried to convince her to stop what she was doing, Kirishima probably would have listened, right?
Wow, so good job, Paimon, assuming that Kirishima was a good mother.
Despite being Clairvy's mother, Kirishima cared little for her daughter. She forced Clairvy to join the House of the Hearth only as a means to demonstrate her own impartiality as a mother, to prove that she treated all her children equally. Clairvy did try to convince her mother to change her ways, but it was to no avail. After her efforts failed, the only other option was to rise up and try to fight back. Unfortunately, the other children had already been thoroughly indoctrinated into the illusion of happiness Crucibina had created. Of course, there was one exception. Someone Clairvy's age who knew the truth about the House of the Hearth. Her name was Peruere.
Peruere.
Wait, the friend that Clairvy mentioned?
Friend, huh? I suppose we can call her that for now. Clairvy was a cheerful and passionate person with a tenacious spirit.
I wonder who that is,
Peruere,
guys.
on the other hand, was rather cold-blooded. Her cold-blooded nature allowed her to see through Crucibina's facade. Yet, it was also this cold-bloodedness that prevented her from acting against it. At least at first. While Clairvy longed for freedom, Peruere was convinced that, amid all the fighting and violence, she would make it until the end. Despite their differences, the two became fast friends, united by their knowledge of the truth. Clairvy told Peruere that she hoped to create a real family, where no one would be killed or sacrificed. There may have been a certain naivete to her ideas, but Clairvy proved her determination many times over. She tried countless times to run away, ask for help, or expose the truth. But her efforts only earned her beating after beating. The only thing that kept her going was her strength of will. Even with her body racked with pain, she would still stand on her tiptoes and open the window at night. She and Peruere would look out at the moon together, a fierce longing for freedom shining in her eyes. But one day that light simply vanished.
Oh no. What happened?
What do you mean what happened, Paimon? She's a ghost. What do you think happened?
Her hopelessness resulted from a culmination of things. 10 years had passed. 10 years worth of failure after failure. She and Peruere weren't children anymore, but finding any chance to escape still seemed as hopeless as ever. It was during this time that Peruere suggested a new plan. If escaping was out of the question, why not take down the very person sitting on top of this throne of lies? Mother herself. Clairvy rejected that proposal. She claimed that, as a famous harbinger, Crucibina possessed an unimaginable amount of power. Trying to kill her would have an incredibly low chance of success. Clairvy never gave another reason, but Peruere could see it written all over her face. Clairvy still thought of Crucibina as her mother. Killing her own flesh and blood was a line she couldn't bring herself to cross. If she couldn't escape and fight back, then only one option remained. Precisely. Death was the only way that she felt she could be free.
She gave up, chat.
It happened during a duel. When she arrived at the dueling ring that day, her partner turned out to be none other than Peruere. The very person that had stood by her side all those years. It was a fierce battle. But ultimately, Clairvy decided to let Peruere end her life. From that moment on, Peruere's journey was one written in flames. When the rain finally came and
So she's the last one left.
there she stood, the sole victor in Mother's endless game of slaughter. A trail of corpses.
I wish they would have shown this, though. I wish they would have shown it in the thing, like, not just in pictures.
It was the very result she had predicted 10 years prior. Even then, she believed she would make it until the end. She wasn't surprised by the fact that she emerged as Mother's undisputed heir. Rather, her success left her with an inexplicable sense of restlessness. She was unsettled. And there was only one thing that could quell that sensation. Perhaps you two would like to take a guess as to what it was?
Winter chicken dinner? Yes, I guess.
You mean? But...
Correct. This is the place where Peruere killed her best friend. A mere year later, this is also the place where she fought tooth and nail to kill the mother they shared. The moment she acted, any conception of what was right or wrong ceased to matter. It's one of the principles of the house. Only those who survive get to write the rules. Peruer won the battle, and became a harbinger herself. After which Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, bestowed upon her a new name. Arlecchino.
So the Perry Clairvy was talking about... It was you all along. You're Peruer. Arlecchino is just a name you got later.
So this is your story just as much as Clervy's.
I left that name behind long ago. I must say, hearing it now does bring back memories. After I defeated Kirishima, the moniker of Mother died with her. I chose to forego the title she called herself, and even chose to give up my own name. I rebuilt the House of the Hearth under a new identity. Not only as Arlecchino, but as father. And that is where the story ends. Any more questions?
Okay, the Clervy we met, though. Who is she exactly? This is just a lore dump.
Based on what you just told us,
What the heck?
Clairvy wasn't a little kid when she was killed. So the Clairvy we met... Was she...
Zara,
not
please!
at all?
People died.
I suppose you could call her an illusion born of flame. Her existence is like ashes to a fire. Something left over in the wake of blaze and ruin. You see, a certain power runs through my veins. It's not unlike a curse. My flames leave behind shadows of anything they consume.
Really?
Of course. The chances of those shadows morphing into a sentient entity are exceedingly slim. Clairvy
What?
is a very
An extension of you?
Clairvy died when she was 16 years old. But what emerged from the flames was her 6-year-old self. Her appearance wasn't the only thing affected. Most of her memories were lost to the blaze as well.
Who are you?
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self. Lose 10 years' worth, however, and it would be like living in the past. Like returning to a version of yourself.
Zara, please.
Never grew up.
No wonder Paimon got such a weird feeling when we were talking to her.
Perhaps I should put it this way. Clairvy is someone trapped in time. It may seem like she exists with us in the present, but she truly lives in the confines of her own past.
So if all of that is true, then you must have known about Clairvy for a long time.
Indeed. She's a rather volatile and unstable entity. Sometimes she would look after the children. She's even saved some of their lives. But other times, she would hide from me and become obsessed with revealing the truth about the house to anyone who will listen. Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time. Your attempts to expose Clairvy to sunlight. They failed, yes. The reason is actually quite simple. In Clairvy's mind, the house is impossible to escape.
How
It
do
is
you...
this very perception that traps her there. But no matter. All I have to do is kill her again, and all will be resolved. I don't anticipate so much as a single speck of ash will be left behind this time.
What the heck?
Paimon can understand why you might want her gone, but isn't there another way? So what if she's trapped in her 6-year-old self? She's still your friend! At least talk to her first!
It's too late for that. She broke the rules, and now she must be punished. That goes for Filial and Nantoy as well. She's had quite the effect on them. I hope you understand. The difference between Crucibina and myself lies in our formulation of the rules, not our policy for enforcing them. Upholding the rules without question is a trait we both share, because that is how a household should be run.
Is this really what you want to do?
Now she talks! Why couldn't she talk this whole
Whatever could you mean?
Don't you Want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Whether as a killer or as a father, there are two things that must be
She broke.
avoided at all costs. Anger and sorrow. Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver. Well, it appears it's about time to proceed. Before we arrived, I told some of my well-behaved children to bring our troublemakers here by nightfall. I do believe I've kept my end of the deal. I gave your friends quite a bit more time. As for what happens now, we'll just have to wait and see.
I broke my oath of silence for this? Oh boy.
Here they are, Father.
And Clervy's sitting there in the shadow.
You gonna execute him? Seeing something like that would actually be a first for me.
Are you okay? Like, this child is not okay.
Winnie!
Clervy.
I'm sorry. I heard about how you helped buy us more time, but I still failed. I couldn't find a way to fulfill her wish.
Huh? Are you... Perry?
Indeed, it's been a while, Clervy.
Perry!
Shh. Stay right there. I'm sorry to postpone our reunion, but first, I believe certain scores need settling.
Oh no. Alright.
Father, let me explain.
Out of my way.
Father!
You chose to conceal a threat to the house, and for that, you must be punished. Overall, however, I suppose your wrongdoing is hardly the most egregious of the bunch, so I'll deal with your punishments later. As for right now, the more pressing concerns are the traitors among us.
By traitors? Do you mean us?
Father, let me explain. We didn't...
Fultz, why don't you share what you heard?
False. That little...
Yes, Father. Secret midnight meeting number 3. Participants: Filial, Nantoy, Sato, Toddy. Nantoy clearly said, "If only Father wasn't the one who took us in." Sato added, "I'm sick of this life. I just want to live as a normal
This guy, man, he's enjoying this. He's actually a creepy person.
Filial was the worst of them all. She called us crazies and said a bunch of mean things about Father. I did not! You're lying! Fultz is trying to frame us. It's not like I'm the only one who heard those things. After that, you and Toddy and a bunch of other people started talking about Clervy. You were using all those things Clervy brought up as an excuse to question Father. We're birds locked in a cage. The only way out is to destroy it. That's what you said, wasn't it?
You little. You just want me gone, don't you? What did I ever do to you, huh? And you, Sheplo, have you forgotten who stood by your sickbed, watched over you, and changed your dressings? Come on, let's hear it then. What's your reason for all this?
You're wrong, Filial. We don't want you to die. You're our family.
Liar. You wouldn't be doing this if that were the case. So why?
Letting them
Why
talk.
have you backed us into a corner?
We all live in the House of the Hearth. You know the type of work we do, Filial. A single betrayal can cost dozens of us our lives. It's not like it's never happened before. That kind of thing is hard to forget. That's why the House of the Hearth cannot tolerate any form of betrayal. Ever since we came to Poisson, you've had 7 secret meetings. A lot of the things you talked about really crossed the line.
You've been spying on us for half a month? Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the move to Poisson was just a way to make it easier to spy on us, wasn't it? Because we were all in one place. You've had this planned all along.
Filial, Nantoy, I'm sorry. I owe you both my life. I owe Clervy too. If it weren't for all your help after I got poisoned, I wouldn't be standing here today. If this were any other situation, I would do anything to repay that kindness, even if it cost me my life. But rules are rules.
Why does this feel like Danganronpa, man? Why is that a Danganronpa situation, man? Like...
Why?
That's enough, Filial. We made a mistake, and we should own up to it. We broke the rules, plain and simple. And now we have to face the consequences. I'm sorry, Chapleau. Fultz. I'm sorry, Father.
Time for an execution!
We accept our punishment.
Chapleau, according to the rules of the House of the Hearth, how should these traitors be punished?
All those who betray the house pay with their lives.
Yikes.
And so it shall be.
It is quite.
Please wait!
Something you want to say, Linny?
Please reconsider, Father. What Filial and the others did. Does it really count as betrayal? We all come from broken families. From the very first day we joined the House of the Hearth, we wanted nothing more than to make it a real home. But the truth is, none of us know what a real home should look like. I'm not saying I have all the answers. All I know is this. Killing Filial and the others may uphold the rules, but doing so will only bring us further away from being a real family than we've ever been. So please, Father, please, reconsider.
I agree with Linny.
Father, please.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Linny, you...
I also agree with Linny.
What? Okay.
An order once given cannot be rescinded. However, given the extent of your determination, I suppose we shall have to go about this a different way. Draw your weapons and face me.
Our weapons?
Father, are you referring to a duel?
Precisely. The rules of the house will not be altered. Traitors must be punished. However, resolving disputes with a duel is also one of our rules, one that also applies to me. Demonstrate a sufficient showing of strength, and I shall offer a concession.
Wait. Beat Father in a duel?
Impossible. Father is way too strong, even for Linny.
Oh, hell no. Well.
Did you hear that, Traveler? Lynn and the others have to duel the knave. What should we do? Can they really win something like that?
Hell no.
If they lose, those people from the house are really gonna be executed. Hey, are you listening?
Executing them really what she wants.
Don't you want to say a proper goodbye at least?
Anger makes you impulsive. Sorrow causes you to waver.
She didn't answer that. Yeah, she never really answered. Yeah, she never really answered the question.
Oh, looking at that expression on her face, she seems really serious about this. Guess that means there's no chance she's throwing the duel on purpose, huh?
When guests are around, families are often on their best behavior. And any disputes are less...
Oh, come on. That's not the reason why we think she's gonna hold back,
When the
bro.
time comes, make the choice that you deem most appropriate in the situation.
Oh, well, that
and
makes more
lend
sense.
Your help to the House of the Hearth.
What's wrong, Traveler? Hey, where are you going?
Traveler?
I like to see for myself what the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers can do.
You're asking to join the duel against the knave?
If that's okay.
I'll allow it. We do have a ready-made dueling ring at our disposal, after all. All I would advise is this. Keep a firm grasp on your weapon, and give it your all. Any less, and you may just lose your life.
Okay.
Stabilize.
I see everything.
Is it my turn now? With these rising flames!
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Gotcha.
And voila! Now that's more like it. With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise. Everlasting as the moon. Have a taste of purgatory.
Hang in there. Sharing my knowledge.
Busted.
Is it my
Take it
turn
easy.
now?
Here comes the cash.
Not bad. You've proven to be a worthy opponent after all.
Yikes. We are in trouble. Are we all dead just from that now, or what? Those wings or arms, spider? What the? Zoinks. Ah! Fuck! That's not fair! Holy shit, dude!
Committed to memory. Yeah.
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Now's our chance.
Over here.
I hear
Huh? Huh?
Busted.
Alright. I lost Arlie. Work, actually. Ooh! Okay, girl. I was gonna break that sword.
You should know better than to crowd in one place.
Oh!
Oh, I know.
No!
I'm sorry, Father!
Like this, like he said, I'm sorry, like he's gonna do something. Oh.
Sorry for what? This pitiful excuse for an attack.
Oh, 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 oh! Okay, they're trapped.
Father, no!
Made it out, did you? You're stronger than I expected.
Uh-oh, Sharingan? What is that?
A crimson moon. I can't move.
What the hell are you, bro?
Still, not strong enough to beat me.
Bro. We are jammed. Traveler got jammed.
I believe we can end things here.
Wait, what?
It's not often that we get to enjoy
What?
the company of guests.
You mean her vision changed? What are you talking about?
Things to get too out of hand.
Hold on. What are you talking about? Her vision changed? It wasn't the pyro symbol? I have no idea what you're talking about. Let me see here. Can someone pull the clip up? I'm trying to see if I can get a clip from my hard drive. It's just loading for some reason too long. All right, let me see here. Who now? What clip? Now who's? Like whose vision? What the hell are you, bro? Oh, you're talking about... Oh, I mean, she has a delusion, remember? I mean, don't they all have that? Don't they all have... That's what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah. I believe we could end things here. It's not often that we can enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand. She's savage. Just destroy them.
Brother, are you alright? Lenny, given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No.
Yeah, but I think they all have it, though. The Saritsa gave them all the delusion, right? I'm pretty sure that's her secondary form granted by the delusion.
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution.
The method?
Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Yes? I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved.
What?
Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away.
What the fuck? She found a way to remove their memories, which was the linchpin of why the executions were necessary. Wow.
If you can withstand
Anime solutions to anime problems,
when
yeah.
you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
Yep.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
Yep. So that's one way of saying it. She mixed the neutralizer from MIB with flaming hot Cheetos. Flaming hot Cheetos? Really? Really?
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go. Because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down. But I really...
Don't cry, Filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course. I'll remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar. Take them back to Poisson. And bring Lenny and the others as well.
I mean, the reason why she's doing it isn't just for this situation. It's because most likely they're going to be put in a situation where they're all going to die very soon. So what if for some reason they disappeared and she can't find them anymore? Whoops. Sorry, Doctor. Your experiments are gone. I don't know what happened.
I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children. The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
All of them?
Father.
Let's go.
Are those only the ones that are left? Or there are more than that?
Here, grab my arm, Lenny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the house is massive, right? Alright. Wait for it to be nightfall.
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming?
She doesn't know she's dead.
What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what happened.
You could have at least shared. Look, she's done speechless. Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky.
She remembered all of this. Keep that in mind. She remembered all this vividly.
Go to Snezhnaya to see it together.
That's how important it was to Perryware.
Later on,
I guess.
You tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time. That way, the other children would know what happens to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me.
Oh, a treasure
On that
chest.
gloomy day, you told me. For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die.
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down, but somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth, and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate. It's something I discussed with the Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past.
I don't think any of the Harbingers really know about this, which is probably why they want to rein them in, because they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy that you're the one who took over the house. I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
No.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears out for 3 days straight.
I don't think we have time for that. Talk about the land of Dendro. We were there last time.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
We really have to do all this? Okay.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with horns on his head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that?
Oh, sounds like you're talking about an Oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look.
Okay. Animal, I guess.
You know, I used to dream of being a bard, playing the lute while singing.
What a coincidence!
Freedom.
How perfectly coincidental that you wish to
Even
be a
if there was
bard.
no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Geo.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles.
Oh no! That must have been hard for all of you. What happened next?
Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly, all thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
Ugh. This is what I think chat looks like when they think they've jammed me. This is the perfect expression. Actually, this should be an emote of what I think chat looks like when they jam me. This is actually perfect. I'm calling it Paimon Asshole. That's what I'm calling it. Putting it in my memes folder. This might actually be a This is probably going to be an emote. Just saying, chat.
How'd you do that? Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this.
It's like this.
So we rushed to the scene and...
Okay.
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information they encounter is quickly forgotten over time.
This is jumping. So busy thinking, I almost didn't notice the sun has risen. Wait, she's out in the sun.
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
May we meet again someday.
Clairvy. She left
Okay.
so soon. Paimon didn't even get to finish her story.
Good, you probably would have ripped her ears off. Fate worse than death.
I also have certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures. But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey, Linny!
Another casualty of tech layoffs? What the hell are you talking about, dude?
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filial and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known. Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe Tété. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas, I must admit. I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
You're brave, talented, and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Hero. Father is the real hero. Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time. Even without that strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one knows what the future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand.
Wait. She's saying she was weaker? That anime did not seem like she was weaker. I'm just saying, guys. The way she was jamming it in that fight? Do you guys remember the fight between Crucibana? Or however you say her fucking name? Cocamunga, whatever. Crucibina? Coconuts? I don't know. Whatever. Mother. It seemed like she was jamming it. Like, I don't know what she's talking about, like considerable lack in abilities. You flip kicked her into the ceiling. Like, she's still up there right now.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one. So I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain?
Kurabara? I don't know what her name is, man. Kookaburra.
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family at all costs. That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks,
She called them weaknesses, but
like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us. At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
is she planning on... It doesn't sound like she planned on losing the king title to him and her not being around. It sounds like she has her sights on something greater.
As for the two of you, whether we meet again as friend or foe, I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired destination.
She gonna die in the end of the story, I can tell. Well. 2 days later, huh? 1, 2. So we get a glimpse into her plans for the future outside of this story, which is... We don't know what Project Souza is, but she clearly does not agree with it. Part of the current plan that she's enacted in this story was to prevent Project Souza from getting rid of... from killing the people she cared about, the children of the Hearth. Although she tried to mask it very badly. For us, anyway. As getting rid of weaknesses in the system. And she said she was shocked to see him leave. To see him stay. I doubt that. I doubt that completely. She's the only person she seemed to go out of her way to compliment in that fashion. So, no, that's not... I doubt it.
Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Booth Decay?
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're going, Paimon. Shut up. Alright. Let's go, Paimon! Talk to me about it some more. Alright. Oh yeah, this girl's gone. There they are. So it's just those three left, and then whoever we didn't see before that's left in the house.
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
All right as
I
rain.
knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days.
Man, she was holding back on them, and they were in the hospital for 2 days. The Traveler was the only one who, like, was able to at least move.
Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Clairvy gone? Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. Look,
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Kirishima.
Kirishima, ah.
Actually, I've met Kirishima before.
How?
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Kirishima died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth. Kirishima had an extremely cruel and radical way.
Gentle beating it was.
While she was alive, the atmosphere in the house was suffocating. When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much had already come to an end, and all the people involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Kirishima never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Kirishima and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
Father took in Linny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Kirishima or Clairvy.
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself. The last time you talked to her, did she mention why she kept it a secret for so long?
She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it.
Right.
The foundation of a family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
Was that your impression?
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Kirishima did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been. The members of the house meant nothing to her. To say that she valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit. If Father hadn't taken over the House of the Hearth, I probably would have already.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father is here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
Just invite us back as guests and we'll call it even.
Of course. You're welcome anytime.
You'd love to see it, man.
Are Filio and Nantoy okay?
We don't know.
I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Get married. Get them. I hope they get married. Exactly. That needs to happen. Anyway, quest completed. New quest, Days Beneath the Waves. What is this? Oh, is that a commission? Probably. All right, so that is done. I have mixed feelings about it. And the reason why I have mixed feelings about it is I kind of wanted to see more action, I guess, with Arlecchino, but it shows us. I mean, she presents herself as a cold, unfeeling individual, right? But that story was to kind of represent, to show that she's not, you know, even though she is a certain way. Right? So insight into the House of the Hearth. Why it feels like a separate entity from the Fatui in more ways than one. And her plan to save them, basically, from the future that was going to happen to them. You know, I don't even want to do this story, dude. Let me just see what you got here. What do you want, bro? Like... Alright, today is Thursday. We've 90'd her. And we've... Ignited her weapon. Underwater salvage. Sure, why not? So really all that's left is for us to do the talents. Also gotta remember that she doesn't align with the goals of other harbingers of the Tsaritsa. No, she does not. I feel like she's more of a person that if she had the opportunity, she would burn the whole shit down. What do you guys think? She acts of her own accord and prioritizes the house and the children. Yep. This may have been a plan all along, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if she intentionally tried to preserve her friend as a shadow so that she would be able to live to see the freedom that she fought so hard to obtain for the house. Right? Which would indicate she already knew she had some idea of her powers being able to do what eventually would be the active ingredient in that poison that That memory removal poison. Hi there, James. I leveled Honey to 70 on StarRail. Nice. Thank you for reminding me about StarRail, because I need to go burn my resin. The whole cold front was a ploy to keep her children safe enough distance and not get attached, so they decide to leave the house. Well, yeah. She wanted them to leave. It's just that she couldn't. She had to do it a certain way, right? She had to do it a certain way. Right? She couldn't just say that you can leave. Like, it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Considering the organization. So, there's a lot of effort she did. You know? And I think she assumed that all those people were gonna leave, and then she would have to deal with the rest of it herself, and she was fine with that, whatever the result was gonna be. She did not expect to have Linny and those other two come through. So, interesting. Although I wonder if that's the case, because of all the things she said about Linny and his conviction. You would think she would not be surprised, considering she had high opinions of his conviction. Let's see. Where am I going? Quest. Tomorrow's Stone World 1 year anniversary and the triple relic reward farming. Okay. Then I'm gonna save for tomorrow then. I will need to go. Hold on a second. What is happening here? What is this? Emergency. Okay. I will need to go and condense the resin I do have though. I think I can do that, right? No, I cannot do that. I can't do it. HSR stuff came out too just now. Oh, it did. Okay, a free 10 pull. Well, we're saving that for Jade! Yay! Saving that for Jade, my dudes. Or are we saving that for a girl and her robot? I don't know.
Take it easy. Overruled.
Solidify. This is order.
Wait, we're also getting another. Are we really?
Quietly now. Gotcha.
Another free 20 tickets? Rainbow Rose was up here? Oh yeah, that's true, that was. It was. How come it's not telling me where the rest, it's not immediately telling me where the other, things are? Defeat the Clockwork Mecha. Let's jam it. That's crazy. So that's a lot of stuff, man. I'm saving all of that. I'm saving all of that, chat. I think Sand would be cool, but I feel like I should my heart says Mono Quantum Supremacy, you know?
Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home.
Quietly now. Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
Not gonna lie, because of the drip marketing of 2.3, I'm actually like Wait, what did you say? Let me pull this up. I'm actually like 90% tempted to skip polling for 2.2, and that's damn near heresy coming from me. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's insane. But the good thing is, like I said, I'm pretty much done polling with my money, right? With my credit card for the game. But I would really love to get the first Quantum 5-star character since Zila. That's a long-ass time, dude. And she's going to be cracked. She's going to be absurdly cracked. She has to be. Boot Hill who? Robin ain't that... You claimed the maximum number of commission rewards today? Oh. I guess I did. There's no need to do... That's why they're not showing it to me. That's why, because there's no point. I already got the maximum rewards. Firefly is Sam? Jade a new Quantum? Bro, I'm sorry. Mono Quantum Supremacy, that's the name of the channel. I gotta get Jade, bro. I have to get Jade. Alright. This resin we have here. I should probably spend it... on talent, so let's go ahead and... Let me see. I need to see when the talents are available. Saturday and Sunday. Attempts to reclaim treasure. God damn it. Pulling for J2, but Firefly new destruction character. Yeah, man. I hear you. I hear you, man. And she looks like she's gonna have a really cool mechanic too. But objectively speaking, I'm only gonna be able to get one, right? We're only gonna be able to get one, so I might as well just say for it's gonna really suck too. I think Firefly's actually kind of cool. But I mean, you gotta make a choice unless you want to spend money. You know what I mean? Like I'm pulling for J2. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna be down. We're gonna be down. We're gonna be there when J comes through, man. Because I definitely, if we're gonna keep on getting quantum characters like this, I definitely wouldn't mind to have 2 quantum teams. I would not mind it. I already kind of have one with Qingxue or Zhui as the DPS. And then we have a healer already as quantum. So we would probably need at least 2 different types of other characters later on down the line, right? Which would be like a buffer or some other type of gimmick that we don't know about that fits well. Very interesting. I doubt that they'll make a character. I doubt they'll make a character like exactly like Silverwolf, but I don't think the mechanic of implanting weaknesses will only be exclusive to Silverwolf for the entirety of the game, right? So let's keep that in mind as well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and since I can't get any new weekly boss mats, I'm gonna go ahead and condense this resin for later. I don't see any reason using it. Now we should be getting tons of pulls every patch week. Yeah, I know. So by the time, wait, 2.3 should be dropping around June. That should give me plenty of time. You think it should be enough for both? I doubt it. I don't want to risk it. Actually, in Genshin Impact, it's a little bit more difficult to save resin. Should I just go ahead and just farm, like try out a couple of runs in the new artifact domain? I guess we'll do that. Wait, what artifacts are in here? I only know about the one. What? Hold on. Okay, this is the Bond of Life one. This is the one we want. What is this one? After leaving combat for 3 seconds, damage dealt increased by 50%. In combat, if no burning opponents are nearby for more than 6 seconds, this damage bonus will decrease by 10% per second unit. Until it reaches 0. When a burning opponent exists, it will increase. Huh. That's a very interesting. That is a very interesting set. In a niche, like a very niche though. So you want this on a character that's going to be shooting out a lot of off-field damage with like a burst or a skill, and you have to run the burning reaction. Considering the teams I play, this might be Ganyu's best in slot for burning melt comps. Because in burning melt comps, it's more AoE focused. So she's not really outdoing her... charge attack as much. She's really about her burst. You could stick it on Zhengling if... you could do that too. I guess if you want to run a burning comp for that, it's true. Who else could this be used for? I'm assuming if since Arlecchino's out, I'm assuming this will go to a character that works well with Arlecchino as well. But it needs to be a really interesting. It needs to be a strong off-field damage dealer. Right now, the only thing I can think of on my account I would love to use this for would be a melt Ganyu through her burst by having her off-field. And that way I can focus on maintaining the melt reaction, the burning reaction with Bennett, Kazuha, and Nahida. But I'm also running a Bergen team right now. With Arlecchino. So who on that team would want this? The only option I could think of is Jaylon on the team setup I currently have. But so the question would be, would this exceed, in that particular niche, would this be better than Emblem of Severed Fate? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth farming for that reason. It might be, if we get a good piece in the future, we can test it. But to be honest with you guys right now, I don't see any reason to like put any hopes into that. But the only other explanation I can give is that could be a hint as to burning's prevalence in the future, particularly in Natlan, potentially. That's what I think. That could be a hint.
Order guide you. Solidify.
Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
I see everything.
Busted.
This is order. Gather.
Just farm this domain for the next 3 months. Once I max out her talents, I guess we could do that. I guess. Why not? I don't know if we have enough to max out her talents right now. So.
Transfixed. This way through a little. The Temple of Wisdom.
Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
This is where you fall. Overrule.
Stabilize. I will have order.
Take.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Yo, I actually think I low key, dude, think this Bergen comp is mad crisp. I actually think this is a legit comp, like straight up. Like, this is not even cap at all. This is a very good comp. And the thing is, I'm not using. I could run EM. On my Arlecchino. I'm not. I'm sticking with attack for right now. Because her attack is so high that it doesn't make sense for me to do that. But I do have Nahida at 1,000, right? So that's like 250, right? Then the weapon here, LG, I'm allowed to do this because I have these weapons. So that's another 150. So that's 350. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. Wait, is it 350? Yeah, it's 350. With this current build, it's 350 plus what? Let me see. 350 plus 138. I'm running something similar using Farina instead of Yelan, though. I would use Yelan instead, because if you have access to like the weapon I have, that'd be great. Also, because she has that ramping buff. So she's boosting the damage of Arlecchino over time as you're fighting, right? Which will kind of offset the damage lost over time from Bond of Life. So you can somewhat mitigate that and keep her highs higher for longer. by using that ramping buff. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. Plus, Furina's a little bit weird because you're not going to be able to heal as much as you want to. It's going to be harder for you to like really to set that up and maximize her buff for Furina unless you have like C2, I think, right? So maybe if you have C2, then I think that's fine. I also wanted to use Furina with her too, but I think you need constellations to make it work because Arlecchino's too fragile without a shield, and the fact that she can't heal. And Furina, let's just be real, she kind of wants you to not just heal, she also wants you to take damage so that she can max out everything. That's why I don't run Hu Tao with a shield anymore. I don't mind her taking damage anymore. I want her to take damage so that when I jam people, it hurts even more and they die faster. I have C2 Furina. Okay, but my Yelan is in C1, so she has ER issues with another Hydro. Without another Hydro. Okay. I can see you doing double. I can see you doing, C2 Furina is really good for that. I think you might need Arlecchino C2 as well, to be honest. That's, to really make it pop, I think you need C2 Arlecchino if you're really trying to do that. Because I think if you're gonna run Furina, I don't want you running a shield because that's gonna slow down. Well, for C2 it probably doesn't matter, but in my mind, I would still want a healer or a shielder somewhere in there, for the rest of the team. I think Baizhu heals the team, so that will help. And then you still have a shield, and if you could run Furina with Baizhu and Yelan, that might work. Yeah, my team in comparison to yours is more Burning Burgeon base and Burgeon Vape. Yeah, I think going Burgeon Vape is probably a better option because she leans into that already. It's much easier to implement, right? I still want her to do her crazy damage, but then be assisted by additional damage. You know what I mean? The focus of this team is still Arlecchino Vape damage, but now you have Burgeonic bombs attached to it. That's why I wanted to go this route. I would like to go double Hydro, but the problem is if I go double Hydro, I won't have the burning reaction as much. I'll have less burning reaction. I'm only using one Dendro character, but that Dendro character is Nahida, so she has the strongest application in the game, so I can get away with one Dendro user. And the burning is easier to maintain because specifically Nahida. She's kind of like the god character on this team anyway, right? Literally. Yeah, I'm literally using the same characters as yours, but Furina say Yelan. Okay. Yeah. Speaking of which, I wanted to go into Spiral Abyss and see how the team runs. With the upgraded abilities and stuff like that, but I think it might be better off if we just kind of pause and go ahead and get into Star Rail. Just so we can get our resin burned. You know what I mean? Because I almost forgot, to be honest with you, and I have to get ready for work tomorrow. I have a few sessions. I have 2 sessions tomorrow, actually, so I want to get myself ready for that. I'm going to get myself some food after we burn our resin here. And then get ready for bed. Let me just make sure I don't have anything waiting for me. On my email. Okay. Alright, so once again, thoughts about the Arlecchino story. I think it's alright. Some good information we found out. HSR preview in the morning. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna have to wake up early. They have to wake up early. Alright. Set my clock for 4 o'clock a.m. Alright. And You said next week is the triple, wait, is it 4 a.m.? No, it's 4:30. It's 4:30 for me, I believe, so. Holy shit, bro, what? $10 fuel! Bro! Yo, this game is so fun. So good. This game is so good, bro. Also, a little web event for 180J. Did I not do that already? I feel like I may have done that already. I'm not sure. Probably haven't. Is it an account stats overview? Okay, I have not done that yet. Insane. Insane. Let me just change the title. Alright, guys. I think, wait, also no. The 3 times artifact drop event starts tomorrow. Okay, okay. You said also no. Save them fuels. Alright, fine, fine. We'll jam them here. We'll jam them here. Actually, hold on. Should we do... I still... You know what? I still wanted them crisp. I still need to upgrade my Arlecchino relics overall. Especially the planar orbs. So, don't you dare Globus dare me. Alright, we'll just do this. We'll just do this. We'll get this. We'll just... Actually... Chad, what should I do? Should I farm World 9 and try to get a better Izumo piece for Arlecchino today? Or should I I don't know. I mean, I can farm I can farm. Secretly, I've been trying to get better. I've been trying to get a crit damage circlet for Silver Wolf here. I've been trying to get a crit damage one with like really good crit rate stats, but it just has not been happening at all. That's kind of like what I really wanted to do. The priority is definitely Akarakara, though. I could save this for tomorrow, I suppose. Let me see. You know what? No. I know exactly what we're doing. We're not farming we're not farming this. I know exactly what we're farming, chat. I know exactly what we're farming. And we're gonna farm there all day tomorrow. We're farming this location. We're gonna farm the deep diver set tomorrow mostly. Yeah. Right? We're gonna farm the deep diver set, see if we can upgrade the Acheron, see if we can upgrade our Dr. Racer, see if we can upgrade our Welt. And then we'll take the trash relics and we'll see if we can get a better thing for Acheron. I think that's the best play here. Marla Quantum's pretty much done. I would like Silverwolf to be on the crit damage circlet and still have 70% crit rate. That's pie in the sky. We can kind of just craft that as we go later on after we're done with Acheron. Okay, that's what we're going to do. That's the jam. All right. Let's go.
Eternal.
Why is Acheron almost dead? Why is Acheron almost dead, bro? Let me fix that.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Closes out. I have no.
Stand still.
Relax. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Good times. Never time to say bye. Boom. Destined for oblivion.
Nice. All right. Let me go ahead and heal her, and then we'll have this auto. So, what do you guys think? What are you guys hoping for in terms of what's gonna get revealed for tomorrow? What's like the #1 thing you're kind of raging for right now? I want some fried rice, bro. I kind of want some fried rice, but I'm not gonna make that. It'll take too much time. I would like to hear your thoughts and potential prages. Alright, so we'll go ahead and let this auto while I sip on my coffee. Just give me events to stockpile for Jade and Firefly. I mean, I think everyone's gonna be like that, right? Waiting for their new characters. Hoping for more Jades to prepare for the new characters, right? So that's nothing new, specifically, I guess. I don't care about these physical characters. True! Why are people like excited about these physical characters? If it's not Clara, I'm not excited, bro. Like, she's got a cool mechanic, man. Even though she's not like the strongest DPS in the game. Yo. No shock to anybody who just, fair warning, we're probably gonna get some bad relics. Wait, is he playing? Is D1 playing Stellar Blade?
Time to say bye. Boom.
Bro. I want it. I want to play that game so bad. Fortunately, can't do it right now. I don't see anyone in the voice chat. Okay. All right, let's keep it going. All crappy relics. Wait, it says Stellar Blade, but he's doing HSR account or what? What is he doing, bro? Let me see.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you're doing. I see what you mean. I'll do this later. I'm not really trying to do it right now. I'm tired. I need to get some food and go to sleep.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Relax. Just for oblivion.
Okay. Potential. Nope. And we're getting it 3 times, man. 3 times for the relics. Starting tomorrow? Are you guys sure? I will hop on VC, but I got about to sleep in tomorrow's preview. Yeah, I'm doing it after this. We're gonna raid D1. I just really want to get some food and get some sleep.
Stand still.
There we go. Was that the headpiece? Yeah. Maybe if we got crit rate, I don't know.
All will be swept away.
That could potentially be good.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Destiny isn't true.
Relax. Stand still.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oh, that was pretty bad. Okay. When you consider that we're going kind of leading more into a break meta, I think it is good to farm this domain for tomorrow. Obviously, it depends on where you're at in your Honkai Star Rail journey. You know. Special event version info. Gotcha. I'll do that later. All right, guys. I'll go ahead and get myself ready for bed. All right. Appreciate everybody's time. Thank you for hanging out with your boy. Move this over here. Get myself ready for bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Get yourself plenty of rest. I'm gonna have to have some coffee, for sure, for tomorrow, because I do not want to be up. I know I'm not gonna be up that late, that early in the morning. Hopefully, I'll wake up at 4 o'clock like my alarm says. All right, guys, you take care. It's been real. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow, but I'm glad I was able to at least have an early stream with you guys and then get ready for work. So take care. And as always, stay jamming. We out.